It's interesting because I went back today, Doctor, through some of your previous interviews, dating right back, you know, to the early 2000s. There's one interview in 2004 with The Guardian where what you said then was strikingly similar to what you say now. And it's about not leaning into victimhood. You don't want young black boys in particular to feel like they're victims, and embracing the Martin Luther King Jr. view of the world, that character should be more important than colour. How depressing is it to you that, especially post the death of George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement, that in fact the critical race theory movement is that everything should be about one's colour?
I mean, that is depressing, because I can see from my point of view and from lots of people's that your life isn't determined by race alone. It's so many other factors that are there. But one of the key things in there was this element of agency, this notion that you can control your own life and your own destiny. And more, the key question that we took on was, is there a situation where everything is rigged against you if you're black or Asian? Is the system? If it isn't, then let me tell you what the problem we have. We have what I call the terror of freedom. Because if that is not the case, then what is holding you back? You're actually frightened to be free. And if you grasp that, as we've found perhaps in newer migrants coming to the country and finding that they can go through and go to the top, then what is stopping you? You see, I mean, this is the issue, and there may well be an issue. I'm not saying that there aren't things around that's stopping people from progressing. It'd be strange not to deny that. But this terror of freedom almost is a sort of self-imposed kind of victimhood on you, and a groupthink that stops you from doing that.
But do you worry, because I know you've felt that passionately for a long time, and I completely agree, but do you worry that all of this new rhetoric, which didn't exist really 10, 20 years ago, about critical race theory, do you worry that that only increases the victimhood?
What's going on is there's a mini industry in this. There are people who have jobs, people who have work that depends on this narrative. And if you take that away from them, they don't want solutions at all. That's why I'm very encouraged by someone like Kemi Bannadoc, you know, who comes into this situation.
Incredible woman.
Yeah, with a narrative that says, you know, she's aware of the reality of racism, but comes in and says, you know, look, you know, you can do it. If the things are open up for you, then you can go for it, and the realities are there.